So here you see coconuts you can actually pick standing. You don't need to go and climb these dangerous tall coconut trees on maybe 20 meters tall or higher. This one, just pick it with your hand. Some of the other one, they're a little bit higher up into the tree, so there you will need a ladder or even climb it. One thing you should be wary of, there might be rats up there and sometimes even snakes. Can you see what this is? This is banana, of course. But if you look at the shape, this is a variety that you cook. You don't eat raw like the one up in Europe. So these are cooking bananas that we love. Taste of these bananas is more like a potato when cooked, and it is delicious, organic. So more banana on this side. We're just going to go closer here so you can see it. Let's see what you can see. Here it is. Look at this one. Look at this. Quite delicious. You can pick the bananas, and if you look close to this one, these are not the same type as the other one. So this one you can actually eat raw when they are ripe, and they are also delicious. I say delicious a lot because all the different fruits on my property, I think, taste delicious. What more do we have here? We have planted some other fruits around here, and then I show you this area I showed you last year, and then I could touch the pomelo because this is a pomelo tree. We're very close to it now. For this one there is no fruits that I've seen, but there is fruits on some of the other trees, and if they are closer to the ground I will be able to show you. Behind on the other side again, this is a mango tree, one of many mango trees here. Let's continue. So if you have a big property, then you could do like me, plant several different types of fruits, vegetables, and whatever you might fancy around your property. And do remember to share with your friends and your family. They might need these things more than you do, so do remember that. So once again, I planted too many trees. So as you can see here, with this pomelo tree, I cut it down to make the other pomelo trees bigger. It was getting too dark in here, and all my trees went straight to heaven, and no one become kind of brushy and bushy that I like. As you can see from this part of the property, we haven't done much cleaning, but continue this way, we have more pomelo trees. So we have to go through this bush, and then we will come into some more trees. And more pomelo trees on this part. If I go down and take a look at the soil, the ground is littered with all these stones, but it really doesn't matter. The mango trees and the pomelo trees and everything else, it grows, just grows. So now going out to the pomelo parts of the property, and on the other side, can you guess what's this? Well, this is mango trees, more mango trees, leading down to a field. And if you've seen some of my videos before, you know that that field I used to go and look for kingfisher. It's a good place to spot them and observe them. But right now we are not planting anything there. We are in between crops and haven't yet decided what to plant and what to do with everything here. We want to cut down more of the vegetation. We want to make room for bigger mango trees. But until then, it will be a little bit messy. But hey, I have time, and it's really fun to just see how much you can do with a property like this. And I just use simple tools, very simple. I use a machete, and that's more or less it. So it takes a whole lot of work to clean this area, because everything is done by hand, no machines here. I've taken now shelter under the mango trees because the rain was starting to be more. So it's a good thing to have all these mango trees that gives you shelter from the rain. It doesn't completely shelter you, but it helps. So that building that you're looking at, that is a water reservoir, and we use it for this part of the lot. You can't see it all. It's many. It's almost 100 meters on the or more on the other side. We have more mango trees here, but this part is put aside right now, and we haven't yet decided what to do with it. That's part of having a big lot. You don't really need to use everything all the time. I try to use it part of the year and as much as I can, but sometimes I just like to let it be and just wait and see and think a little bit what I'm going to do with them. Here, under the mango trees, you can see that everything is more dark, of course, because of this big canopy that the mango tree creates. But the ground becomes like this, filled with leaves, and it feels a little bit muddy, very easy. But I want to have a little bit more grass on this area, so over at the other side behind us, we are cutting down a few trees to make the mango trees more big like this one, because the other trees was a little bit too close. Again, as I told you earlier, I planted many trees way too close. So now we try to fix those things. While walking here on the mango part, I really wished it did not rain, because my feet are wet, get a little bit sticky. I'm just using chanillas or sandals. One thing to remember, there is snake here, so be a little bit careful where you walk. You don't want to step on a snake because it might bite you. As you can see, everything is manual labor here. It's a good thing that we have family to help. We now leave Joseph alone so that he can do his work while I'll return back to the house. But this is just a part of the lot. We have other parts that is not connected to the main lot. We have it over here, and we have a bigger one to my other side. Other things that is nice to have a lot, big lot, is things like this. Look. To get the volleyball court up, we took 2 sticks, just put them down into the ground, one here and one on the other side. And what did happen? Just a few years later, it was 2 trees standing here, and they have started to become new trees again. That's what happened when you have a fertile soil like this one. Close by the house, we have this very tall and old mango tree. And that is what we have. We have lots of old and new mango trees everywhere, and some of them, they give good fruits. What you saw me holding in my hand with this big Carabao mango came from this tree. It came from that tree, the one in the background. Going here, we also have goats on the farm. And this little old house we use for goat farm. But I showed you more than mango, because I now showed you big parts of my lot, but I have not shown you any of the pineapples, and that's what I'm going to show you for last here. Look at this place. If I go closer to this side, we have one budding pineapple. Look at this one. Look at that one. That will be a delicious pineapple. So, in a few more days, more weeks more likely, we will have another pineapple that we can taste and eat. Now you've seen part of the lot that I never showed you before. I will now return back to my place under the gym, and I will end this video. Until next time, birding is fun every day.